here's where we are on the journey. We released our first set of enterprise-based APIs on the 2nd of September. So we're very new at this, but it's actually out and it's in production. And a couple things we've learned so far. Technically, this is easier than culturally, which is often the case. But culturally, one of the things we've learned is, prioritization is super hard. Of course, all of our business units and all of our third-party developers want every API right now. They want them all stable. Prioritization is hard. The thing we've learned, and it's somewhat obvious, but it really is important, is to really involve the consumers of the API in the prioritization and be as transparent as possible about your principles on which you're going to prioritize which set of APIs. So, and kind of what I'm talking about is we have a set of APIs to allow end customers to self-serve changing their billing address, to self-serve canceling a product, to add a product, so they don't have to call in. We have a set of APIs to allow our offerings to send billing information and produce a bill, or to communicate with customers. Which of those APIs are we going to get done first? Because we can't do them all at once. That's what I mean by prioritization. The other is granularity is hard. It would be great if we could decompose everything completely and allow everyone to pick and choose and create these really great experiences. But the reality is we're still accountable with our finance team to be SOX compliant in how we do all of our revenue recognition, how we're managing and have auditability across. And so with the level of granularity, the level of exposure is actually a tricky thing to get. And you want to err on the side of exposing as much as possible, but remaining compliant. And the last thing is you really can't control everything, and that's been a big cultural change within my organization, within the IT organization, because the way IT organizations have typically worked is they control everything, and they work through a process of governance about deciding what to do. This is really about letting go. This is really about keeping the governance at the lower level underneath the API, but then allowing people to experiment. And that's hard, and that's scary, and I know we're going to make a mistake. But part of it is, as leadership, we have to make sure we're giving air cover for those kinds of mistakes, and we've built the right risk mitigation in place to handle those. You have to expect that some mistake is going to happen.